What's up, big dogs? This week's narrative. All right, this week's narrative. Mock drafts matter. I put out a tweet a little earlier in the week saying, look, in my opinion, mock drafts are fun. Look, I enjoy them. Noah enjoys them. Nick enjoys them. That's why we do them all the time on the channel, because it's like fun to do. But for the most part, they're really in my opinion, they're a waste of time because they don't really inform my strategy at all. Like I basically, the only mock drafts I do are the ones that I do for video, for BBB and for people. Like I'm never sitting around at home being like, hey, fuck, let me try this mock draft with like 10 random people that I'll never play with again to figure out if it impacts my draft strategy. So look, I think it's fun and I think we should continue to do it because it's entertaining. Like I watch Netflix not because I think it's productive, but because I think it's entertaining. And mock drafts are entertaining. They have entertainment value and they're fun. So you can just keep doing them to have fun, right? As long as you're having fun from them, it's fine. But like if you're relying on them to actually make drafting strategy and drafting decisions, like, dude, fucking start again, man. Like go back to the drawing board because they are not good data. Like think about it. How many times have we been sitting in mock drafts, like even in our BBB mock drafts where we pull people who are loyal fans of us and like we appreciate all of you, but they still fucking time out even though we tell them, look, if you time out, we're gonna whoop your ass. They still time out because at the end of the day, it doesn't matter, man. Like you have no investment in it, so why would you spend the time? I've been in multiple mock drafts. I've done a bunch of mock drafts, and at the end of the day, like they're fun, but they're just not going to actually matter. Like you if you want good ADP data, like go to the BDG ADP. That's good ADP data. Go to like FFPC. They have real paid money leagues that have ADP. These are the places that have like really good ADP data. And at the end of the day, like that's what you want. You want reliable sources that have people invested in them in order to get those results, right? It's like, I'm a poker player. I don't fucking play free poker because I think it's stupid. It's a waste of time. Like the only time I've ever done it is when there's something else on the line, like I don't know, fucking strip poker or some shit. But at the end of the day, like when you play something that's supposed to have money attached to it, make sure there's money attached to it. Otherwise, you're fucking wasting your time. And I promise you, the hours you spend on mock drafts, you're not getting it back, and you're really not getting that much benefit.
Mike, you sound pretty invested in this argument. What I will say is mock drafts are fun for probably the first 3 rounds, and then everybody starts taking 59 seconds of their 1 minute on the clock. It gets super boring, and then you drop out. This past weekend, when we're recording this, I was with my cousins. They're like, "Yo, let's do a mock draft." We went on Sleeper. I kid you not, we got through 4 rounds. We're like, "All right, fuck this, I'm out of here." And that was against computers where they're auto picking in 1 second. The draft was literally going on for maybe like 28 seconds. And we're like, all right, we're good. I picked fucking Todd Gurley in the 5th. I don't even want to see the rest of my team. Like they're fun, but it's never ever going to play out the way that they play out in a mock draft in the NYC league, right? If you were to do a mock draft, Dave Montgomery's going what, round 6, round 5, round 6. He went like round 4 in the NYC league. No mock draft that you do is going to mock that up. No mock draft that you do is going to mock up Teddy Bridgewater in the middle of the 6th round or Drew Lock in the 4th because one guy in your league is a Denver Broncos fan who you're probably playing with animal and he thinks he's the best best quarterback of all time. Mock drafts they're entertaining, I guess. I mean, even the videos that we do, I think once you get past like round 8 and you're just looking at a pile of shit, you're like, okay, how the hell am I going to talk up? I guess Deontay Johnson's not a good example because everybody seems to talk up Deontay Johnson, but like a Paris Campbell, you're like, I like him because he's on the Colts and he could be T.Y. Hilton 2.0. It's like, it's tough. And as you can see through the Discord, if you are in there, even if you join one of those mock drafts, like after round 8 or 9, it's not realistic anymore. People start picking fucking Cam Newton and Andrew Luck way earlier than they should. And Andrew Luck is still high up in the sleeper ADP. So as Mike said, they're fun and all, but there's reasons why ADP is available. It's because it's a more reliable source than free mock draft ADP where people just pick whatever they want to try out different strategies. Like, I'm not going to mention that this is in reference to any type of tweet, but a response was like, oh, I like to do mock drafts to try out different strategies. That is the perfect reason why mock drafts aren't 100% legit, because people go in there to try different strategies. If by round 5 their strategy didn't work the way that they wanted it to work, guess what? They're dipping out of there and the computer's picking Andrew Luck in the 6th. So that's personally why I don't do many mock drafts. I know Mike definitely has a lot of the same feelings towards mock drafts, but if you like them, keep doing them because that's definitely a fun part of the off season. But for me personally, I'm going to spend my time doing probably a lot less productive things than that. So That's all
Yeah,
I
dude.
can say.
Honestly, like I'm gonna probably waste my time doing even more useless stuff than mock drafts. But like, I think like the notion that like mock drafts are extremely valuable and like insight to strategy, I think it's a load of horseshit because like you don't know what you're gonna do. Like even for me, like when I'm on the clock, I'm like sweating, man. Like my palms are sweaty, my knees weak, my arms are fucking heavy. Like there's vomit on the sweater already. Like when you're on
Was
the
it clone
clock and there's
spaghetti though?
yeah, it's mom's spaghetti. It's your mom's spaghetti, actually. No, I should make some bomb ass spaghetti. That's not a euphemism for sex. It's just great spaghetti from Noah's mom. I'm just saying, like, when you're on the clock, there is no other feeling like it. Like, you're just not going to make the same decision that you do in the mock drafts. And, like, Noah brought up a great point. Mock drafts are great for the first 2-3 rounds. But if you don't know what players go in the first 2-3 rounds, you're fucked anyways, right? Like you're already fucked. Like you're behind the 8 ball, and you're like probably so behind
Damn,
that
who's
like
this Joe Mixon guy? He's going pretty high.
yeah yeah that mock drafts aren't going to help you. But if you're in the know, like you studied ADP, like ADP is there because other people have wasted their times to give you that data. If you rely on mock draft ADP, or better yet, if you want to rely on paid league ADP, it's people that have invested real time in research and put their money where their mouth is. Like I think that says something, right? That says something. When you're on a mock draft, it's cool to say like, oh yeah, I reached for this guy. Like I reached 2 rounds to get my guy. Okay, well show me when you do that in the fucking real draft, right? Like in a real draft, there's trade downs. So that's another thing that I really don't like about mock drafts is because you can't trade in a mock draft, or if you can trade, you're wasting even more time than you should be. But you can't trade in a mock draft. And in a real draft, like if someone sees value falling, they will trade up and move. Whereas in a mock draft, you are relying on someone else to like that player at that value. Whereas in a real league, there are 11 other players willing to trade up to get that guy. So that's another reason why I just think like mock drafts, man, like it's like it's such a waste of time, right? Like it's like such a waste of time, and that's not necessarily a bad thing, but like just fucking own up to it and like say call it what it is, man.
All is
Like
spade is spade.
call it what it is. Call a
Yeah,
spade a spade, and
I
it's
think
still
for
fun.
redraft leagues, if you can like get in sleeper and get your league mates in there and mock draft like a month before the season starts, that's obviously a lot better than going up against computers. And obviously in redraft leagues, like people don't trade. Actually, I'm not sure if this is the case. I've never seen it happen. People like trade their picks during the draft. In dynasty drafts, I don't think I've ever picked at the position I was supposed to pick at before round like 24. Like all my picks are gone by then. I'm picking animals spot every single time because him and I just like switch draft picks every single round. But yeah, it's just never gonna play out the way you think it is. And if you want to just do a mock draft to see where a guy will go, like, oh, where does DJ Chark go? Instead of going the ADP, which Control F Chark, if you want to pass up on that and go through a mock draft and go 6 rounds and be like, oh, he went in the 6th round this time. I guess you do you. You just lay down your phone and let it auto pick
Yeah.
until you see his name pop up on a sleeper notification. But
Yeah,
yeah,
or
I
just do
think
best ball, man. Literally just go to drafters.com and
that's
do
fair.
$1 best balls. Even doing $1 best balls, I probably do like 100 to 200 drafts, like, and that gives me a good sense of ADP because that's like people that are spending money. Even though it's $1 is different than $0. $1 is infinitely more valuable than $0.
Mike is a
So
math major. He knows
so
that.
by that math, a $1 best ball draft is infinitely more valuable than spending your time on a mock draft. So you cannot pass up that type of value. Honestly, man, just don't waste your time. Let other people do it. And look, if you enjoy mock drafts, continue doing it. Like, dude, Nick's gonna put out like 20 mock drafts like before the season starts, right? And like, I don't think he's gonna get mad that I said that mock drafts are a waste of time because people still enjoy it. If you enjoy it, keep doing it. If you don't enjoy it, you're not gonna do it anyway. So, listen, mock drafts to me, waste of time. I still enjoy it, and I'll do them once in a while for fun and for the channel. But in terms of like actually learning and developing draft strategy and all this hoopla and all this myth attached to like the value of mock drafts is a bunch of fucking baloney, man. Like just live up and own up to it. Own up
Next
to
week's content, we're doing a mock draft.
it. Next
20
week's
rounds.
content, yeah. Mock drafts. But I will say, we got BDG ADP going on, so that's real paid money leagues. Instead of doing your time in a mock draft, just literally look through the list and find players you want. And we're gonna do some of that for you guys next week. We're gonna look through and see like where the trends are and how to draft and all that stuff. So that'll be valuable. And there are other resources out there, man. A big shout out to FFBC. They got a great thing going on over there. They're collecting real money draft data. High stakes. If you think more money correlates to knowledge, if that's your cup of tea, that's something for you right there. And then also, the undroppables, the guys over at Undroppables. I talked to my boy Chalk, and he's collecting ADP very similar to the way that we're doing ADP. The undroppables have their own leagues as well, and they're kind of collecting that paid money ADP. So, like, if you were going to look for ADP, I think these are like some of the top resources. Obviously, I think BDG is the best. That's where we work, and I made it. But a lot of other good options out there. Don't waste your time with fucking mock drafts, man. Like, find something else better to do. Spend time with your family. Spend time with your friends. Let someone else waste time to do all that stuff. One other plug. I forget what his Twitter handle is, but my boy Andy, he created a tool, a mock drafting tool for SFBX. So what it does is actually collects all the ADP data from people that are wasting time on mock drafts, and then it creates like a bot that you can like basically draft against. So you don't have to wait for people to draft. You can pump out like really, really quick. And I think like in that scenario, it's probably a little bit more valuable. You get a little bit more volume, and also for SFB, you can't trade. So it's actually, it's pretty for SFB. Like mocks are actually kind of interesting, right? It's very unique. You can't trade, and it's free anyways. So free mocks, free league.
Makes
You
sense.
kind of see the parallels there, right? So that's one instance where I do think Mockdraft's kind of cool. We'll post his link. His name's Andy, and he's been doing some really cool tools. So we'll post his link in the description. Check him out and go to that site if you want a mock draft. If you're really getting the mock draft itch, don't wait for other people to waste your time. Like just waste your time by yourself.
Yep. I think that's all we got for the narrative. Tomorrow, we got a brand new piece of content coming out every single Friday. It's called 5 Fact Fridays. It's not good that I can't even pronounce the name of my own show that I'm putting out, but hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the next video. Leave some comments down below. Give us a thumbs up if you're a fan of the channel. The thumbs down probably hurt us because we're more of a smaller channel, but subscribe.
Yeah, please don't thumbs down us. Yeah, that's a verdict, man. Mock drafts don't matter. Real drafts matter.